Hi, it's Gemma and Paul from Hench Herbivore.
Today we're at Sainsbury's to see which are the healthier of the vegan mock meats. Of course, if your goal is just to be as healthy as possible, you stick to the whole plant foods. Legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs and spices. However, if you have physique or strength aspirations and you need a bigger percentage of protein in the diet, there's things like textured vegetable protein or TVP, seitan, tofu's good, tempeh is particularly good. But if you're going to go for a mock meat, here's the best alternatives.
The worst choice for vegan bacon was by Richmond. Has 11 grams of fat for only 12 grams of protein per 100 grams, while This Isn't Bacon has just 1.2 grams of fat for a phenomenal 25 grams of protein per 100 grams. Being bacon, both are extremely salty. This Isn't Bacon having slightly more. Other than that, we found This Isn't Bacon to be reasonably healthy, while the Richmond bacon has carrageenan, a gut microbiome disruptor, which is pro-inflammatory.
In terms of plant-based burgers, the worst choice was Meatless Farms quarter pounders. They have disease-inducing coconut oil and 15 grams of fat per 100 grams. They have a good amount of protein at 17 grams per 100 grams, but then so do the Vivera brand. And it has less than a third of the fat with no coconut oil. The Meatless Farm burgers have 1.5 grams of salt per 100 grams versus only 1.3 grams of salt for Vivera. Both have a small degree of additives, Meatless Farms coming out worst again with an artificial thickener and preservative.
The least healthful mince alternative was by Beyond Meat. Per 100 grams it has 17 grams of fat, some of which is from the dreaded coconut oil. Vivera's version has less than 1 gram of fat and 0 oil of any kind. Beyond Meat comes out lower in protein too, 15 grams per 100 grams versus the 20 grams of Vivera. Beyond Meat was better on salt, 0.75 grams per 100 versus 1.2 for Vivera. Both have a small degree of additives, but we feel that Beyond Meat was possibly the worst, utilising an emulsifier. Again, these are hostile to the gut microbiome.
Next, we're talking bulls. No, I'm not advocating a carnivore diet, we're talking vegan meatballs. Our least favourite again was by Richmond. Sorry Richmond, nothing personal. Although fairly low in fat at 8.7 grams per 100 grams, it does again contain coconut oil. Linda McCartney's offering has even less fat at 6.6 grams per 100 grams and no coconut oil. Richmond won out on protein this time, just 16 grams per 100 grams versus 15.4, so fairly irrelevant though. Salt was 1.1 grams per 100 grams for Richmond versus 0.83 for Linda, so she's McGow.
The worst choice for sausages were from Richmond. Although relatively low in fat, they contain coconut oil with its heart attack inducing long chain triglycerides. They contain a mere 7.5 grams of protein per 100 grams. Compare those to the Linda McCartney offering, which has a similar amount of fat for a whopping 20 grams of protein, and it's glaringly obvious which is the leanest. While they both contain additives, the one we're particularly unfond of is sulfites, found in the Linda McCartney's and harmful to the gut microbiome.
Lastly, we looked at which kebab meat alternatives were available. Our least favourite was the frozen doner style. Per 100 grams it has a whopping 20 grams of fat for just 10 grams of protein. The Vivera shawarma has just 7 grams of fat for a more generous 15 grams of protein.
I'll find my long bone.
Make an attack roll. The Fun was worse for salt too, 1.9 grams per 100 grams versus only 1.2 for Vivera. That'll hit, roll your damage. Both have some degree of additives, but the Vivera one is more in favour of natural additives. Yep, that'll do it. How does he die?
There I go, straight through his eye and his brains shoot out and he shrivels on the floor into a little pile of mess.
That doesn't sound very vegan.
Vivera. If you'd like help to finally optimise your health, body shape or performance with a vegan diet, check out our online coaching service. See you in the next video.